Lopez appeared on Candace Owens' show, which is on Prager University's channel. I don't know, I'm not in that world because it's propaganda. But nonetheless, this conversation took place last June and it didn't get much attention until recently for obvious reasons. Take a look.
So there are some weird trends, and one of the weirder ones for me, at least to try to process, is this new trend where celebrities are coming out. And I know Charlize Theron did this a few weeks ago and saying that their child is picking their gender. And this is strange to me just because and they say, oh, I looked at my child was swimming in a bathtub and looked up and said, Mommy, I'm a boy. And that's weird to me because even though I'm not a parent, I nannied for 5 years of my life. And the things that come out of children's mouth, like they say whatever in the moment. You don't know what they've seen on TV, what got in their head.
Right.
And I've had children say they were mermaids. I've had children say they could fly and jump off of a staircase. And thank God I caught him, right? Because he thought he could be Superman. And so I'm trying to understand this new Hollywood mentality where they just think that their children now have the mental authority.
Your face. So that was, okay, I actually want to go to the next video because we know who Candace Owens is, right? But that gives you context into what Mario Lopez is about to say and why he's getting so much pushback. Take a look.
Please don't lump me into that whole.
No. I see you're not doing that in your household.
No, I mean, I'm kind of blown away too. And look, I'm never one to tell anyone how to parent their kids, obviously. And I think if you come from
Maybe
a place.
You should, though, because you seem to be doing something right.
Well, thanks. And I always say, if you come from a place of love, you really can't go wrong. But at the same time, my God, if you're 3 years old and you're saying you're feeling a certain way, or you think you're a boy or a girl, whatever the case may be, I just think it's dangerous as a parent to make that determination. Then, okay, well, then you're going to be a boy or a girl, whatever the case may be, and it's sort of alarming. And my gosh, I just think about the repercussions later on.
Right.
And
to me, I just see depression.
I see depression. It's not with the kids though, it's with you. You're putting yourself in this like disgusting, grifty situation. But anyway, let me give you some expertise on this very topic, right? Because no one in that room was an expert on the transgender community or what it means to be a parent.
She was a nanny.
She was a nanny though, so to be fair. And look, he's a parent, but
me too.
It appears he hasn't like spent a single moment really thinking about this issue before he shared his opinions. Now, Christina Brown is a psychology PhD, and she said the following: some children who explore non-stereotypical forms of gender expression are transgender. However, others just want a flexible gender expression. Kids are drawn to what they find aesthetically pleasing, and there's often not deeper meaning, right? So understand the conversation that was happening between Candace Owens and Mario Lopez was about going after parents who simply listen to their kids and respect their kids, right? And by the way, everybody needs to get out of everyone else's business, especially when it comes to parenting. You don't know what Charlize Theron's relationship with her kids are. It's none of your business. And the fact that we have all this stuff going on in the country and they've decided to go after the powerless in this segment is amazing to me.
Every single one of her shows, every single clip that I've seen is about this like trans panic that she has. And something that it's telling in some way. I don't know about what other than, I don't know what that's about.
They're obsessed with it because it's an easy target, right? They use the trans community as a punching bag. I've even seen people who don't consider themselves as part of the right wing or the alt-right just nonstop, incessantly attacking the trans community. And it's like, can we just back up for a second and acknowledge the fact that members of the trans community are getting murdered right now simply because of how they identify? Like they're victims, they're getting murdered. And part of the reason why is because of the type of rhetoric that you hear from people like Candace Owens. They are not the problem. They're not impacting your life in any negative way whatsoever, but they focus like 98% of their content on it.
To me, it represents an attempt to claim space in the conservative movement to say, hey, you're with us if you are sort of uncomfortable with trans people or trans culture. Never mind that actually there's no factuality to any of the actual experiences that Candace Owens is speaking to. But I also want to just quickly speak to PragerU. This kind of video content speaks exactly to PragerU's strategy and to our earlier conversation about its online strategy. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube are like best buddies, even though they may not intend to in an explicit sense, with PragerU's content, because their content is inflammatory and they are perfect at converting young people to conservative ideologies. And the algorithms pick up their content. Prager had 50 million views. 850,000 views before the 2016 election, very quickly after up to 50 million views, and now has billions and billions of views.
Yeah, I know, and
I don't know why he did the show. I don't know why he did the show. Even after her Hitler comments, I don't know why he did the show. He didn't have to do the show. He's got a full-time job. He's got a lot of fame. He's got a lot of money.
Yes.
He is a father and a husband, and he owes his family like some sort of responsibility other than to help promote that.
So look, I'm not going to make excuses for him. This was a terrible idea, and I agree with you 100%. What I also know is that these right-wing outlets offer a ton of money for people to appear on these shows. So if he's not in the know about who these people are, he might fall for it. I don't know, but that doesn't excuse it. If you're gonna talk about a community that is targeted with violence on a regular basis, you better know what you're talking about. Anyway, he apologized. It seemed to be a heartfelt apology, and then she got upset that he apologized. That's how the story ends. Educate yourselves. Gender and sex are two different things. Gender, sex, and sexual orientation are three different things. That was one of the most ignorant conversations I've ever heard.
The TYT Plus app is now available on iOS and Android. Download to get more TYT content at tyt.com/app.